'Tis the joy and honor of every man and woman that they should enjoy beer. In fact, Benjamin Franklin is quoted as saying, "Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy." Beer truly is a versatile drink and accomplishes a great deal within our culture and other cultures as well. This liquid is not just piss water as many seem to believe. It is love and freedom from oppression, concealed in glass and can form, ready to be unleashed upon the world. Beer is made for you and for me, no discrimination. So to drink a beer without abusing it is to be a social interaction. It lubricates a conversation so as to create a much more fluid and creative environment. This results in new ideas, new friendships, solutions to problems, etc. And sometimes it just results in a funny story from the previous night. For all this to occur, a person must care for, be understanding of, and most importantly, love another. Beer is not for the close-minded, but it is for those who wish to improve local relations. Beer drinkers should not insult others for not enjoying a particular type of beer. They should only accept another's perspective and respect it. People should not be forced into drinking a beer, but should be educated and informed on what they could be consuming if they were to drink a beer. On a similar note, it is perfectly fine to drink any type of beer, especially a pale lager, such as Labatt, PBR, or Coors. In fact, PBR is often a go-to for me. There is not much taste to these beers, but the community surrounding them gives it enough character to appreciate them. Once you get to the craft beer level of drinking, it is really a brave new world. Beer is now a drink that aims to satisfy all five senses. The sound of the bottle being uncapped, the color, the scent, how it feels lingering on the tongue, and of course, the taste. None of this would be possible if not for the brewer's love for his or her work, and love, understanding, and compassion of others. The next level of drinking beer is to brew your own. Will it be a lager? An Indian Pale Ale? A stout? Saison? Porter? Whatever it may be, it will be one of the best beers of your life, because of all that went into its creation. The blood, the sweat, the tears. Not literally, but it makes for good writing. Drawing from my personal experience, brewing is quite an investment, but completely worth it once you get to taste the final product. My first batch was a Scottish ale from a kit, but I still required the aid of fellow brewers and books on how to brew in order to make my labor of love come to fruition. I needed to be in constant dialogue with both the beer itself, helping it through its stages of boiling and then fermentation, and with my fellow brewers to make sure I was on the right track. For about a month I waited. And then finally, it was the day to uncap the first carbonated, fermented, chilled beer of my labor. It was delicious. It was not just a regular beer. It was a beer made by the help of writers, breweries, history, my new pals Doug, John, Sarah, the rest of the crew from Siciliano's, a craft beer store where I got most of my supplies, my family who supported me and cheered me on, the determination to bring something into being, and of course, love. Once someone crosses the threshold of brewing his or her own beer, it is freedom from oppression, in a sense. Once I had successfully made my Scottish ale and had my first sip, this had brought me to the point of limitless possibilities. I was freed from the chains of only ever tasting the beer that someone else had created. This form of oppression is an internal struggle within each drinker of beer that knows he or she is capable of not only appreciating beer, but also of creating something. For me, there was a voice in my head that kept saying, brew. Brew, Colin. Brew. Brew. So if I were to defy this voice, I would be further oppressing my needs. But I chose to listen. It's a good thing I did, too. Because now I am free to make all different types of beer, using ingredients of my own choosing, that dictate not only the flavor and color, but the character as well. I think my story is that of many other breweries and home brewers. One that involves realizing the potential in oneself and in the local communities in order to make a drink that is filled with beer, love, and freedom from the bindings of internal oppression. Cheers, Colin.